The H1B Guy here. And today, the H1B Guy news for the week ending August 11th, 2023. Today, I'll cover the green card game and a recommendation to remove H1B and green card caps. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube and like this video so that I can continue to produce more content like this for you. I also wanted to mention that H1B Guy offers a variety of consulting services. I help businesses and individuals solve complex work authorization issues in the recruitment process while bringing awareness to employment based immigration benefits. If I can help you, please reach out. I'd love to hear how. And you can book an appointment directly with me via h1bguy.com. Today's news is brought to you by Syndesis and Paths of Canada, the ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain, by PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process, and by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner Mob Squad has a solution. Join the squad. And now, the news. In a blog post by Cyrus Mehta on July 31st, 2023, titled Eliminate the H1B and Green Card Caps, quote, "We've advocated for the abolishment of the H1B lottery, which in turn means that the H1B cap should be abolished. If there is no cap, there is no need for a lottery. The lottery is an arbitrary and whimsical system that needlessly prevents U.S. employers from employing highly skilled foreign workers they want that would help them remain competitive and profitable. Opponents of ending the H1B lottery or increasing the cap sometimes suggest that the program is a source of cheap labor, and allowing more highly skilled foreign workers to take jobs in the U.S. would harm the employment prospects of U.S. workers. Another often raised objection is that limiting the number of H1B workers will help to alleviate the green card backlog. However, any non citizens currently waiting in employment based green card backlogs are already the beneficiaries of I 140 petitions and have a priority date. In order to be eligible to commence the green card process, a new H1B worker would need to obtain sponsorship by an employer who would file a labor certification and I 140 petition on his behalf. The new H1B worker would thus be assigned a later priority date, having no impact on anyone already in the backlog. Additionally, other types of non immigrant visas, such as L1s and TNs, are not subject to a quota. If there's no concern about non immigrant beneficiaries of these visa types contributing to the green card backlogs, the same should be true of H1B workers. In reality, the green card backlog and the H1B lottery system are both parts of the same flawed system. Although the announcement of a second round of selections for fiscal year 2024 H1B lottery may seem like a cause for celebration, it is in fact a hollow victory for prospective H1B workers and U.S. employers alike. This has been a consistent theme here on this platform. The H1B lottery is in need of some serious reform. While moving to an electronic registration in theory was a good idea, the reality is that it's created a series of other issues. We're not talking about merely raising the registration fee as part of the reform, but a significant overhaul of the current system. However, I do have a difficult time in supporting removing the selection process for initial new H1B visas altogether. I'm also against reducing the number of H1B visas issued annually, and I'm only in favor of increasing the number of H1B visas issued annually for those with U.S. advanced degrees that are already employed in a full time job. I do agree that the green card backlog and the H1B lottery are both parts of a flawed system, but you have to address both issues separately and collectively in order to solve the problem. On August 8th, 2023, David Beer for Cato Institute, in a post titled Try Cato's New Immigration Game, Find Your Path to U.S. Citizenship. Quote, The Cato Institute is launching a new online game called the Green Card Game. Americans will, for the first time, see firsthand what it's like to try to get a green card or permanent residence in the United States. The game's goal is to show people the massive difficulties that immigrants can face in finding a path to U.S. citizenship. Few people realize that legal immigration is not just a matter of putting your name down on a list. America's legal immigration system is nearly impossible, and this game will help people realize why. Background on the game: the Cato Institute developed this game to educate the public about America's restrictive immigration system. It relies on the actual rules, regulations, and practices of the legal immigration system as much as possible. The game allows people to understand in a direct and interactive way how closed the U.S. legal immigration process truly is. The time, the cost, and the likelihood of failure are all far higher than most Americans believe. This game also shows how much luck, subjectivity, and other factors outside of someone's control affect the person's outcome. The country of birth can matter more than a $200,000 job offer. Adjudicators have massive leeway in deciding cases, and who hears your case can matter more than the strength of your case. The game itself cites sources for information on the laws, regulations, and probabilities of denial. In fact, the game is much easier to win than in real life. Players will eventually discover which countries to avoid, which occupations to select, and what categories to try for. It's easier to answer correctly than to fit into the correct circumstances in real life. Saying I'm persecuted is a lot easier than proving it. Saying I have a job offer is a lot easier than finding one while fleeing from a war or socialist dictator. The premise of the game: you're outside of the United States, you've never been there, you don't have any US government connections, you have no US relatives, since nearly every American playing the game could theoretically qualify through their US citizen parents, children, or spouse. You can play the game at thegreencardgame.com. I want to thank David and the team at Cato for the opportunity to beta test this game and provide feedback. I've played the game a few times and have yet to be successful or even come remotely close, for that matter, in winning the green card game. While playing this game is a serious time commitment, the game that Cato created proves just how difficult the path to permanent residency in the US really is, even for high skilled, high earners. And the harshest reality is that it's harder to obtain a green card than it is to actually win this game. The US immigration system continues to be nearly impossible to navigate and even more possible to comprehend. For the full post on the H1B Guy news for the week ending August 11th, 2023, please check out the H1BGuy.com. And a reminder that today's post was brought to you by Syndesis and Path to Canada, the ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the US whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a plan B, and Syndesis and Path to Canada are your answers. They'll gladly help you navigate the process, and if you'd like to find out if you qualify, please be sure to use the link in the video description below, and someone from Syndesis or Path to Canada will be in touch. By PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. If you're looking to reduce your costs and overhead associated with PERM labor certification recruitment advertising, let PERM-Ads.com help you. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner, Mob Squad, has a solution. Mob Squad helps technology professionals facing U.S. work visa related uncertainty remain working with their current U.S. employer nearshore from Canada, as well as technology professionals from around the world who are seeking to find a rewarding opportunity in North America. Through their partnership with the Canadian government, they can obtain a Canadian work permit for you and your spouse in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. So whether you're looking to stay working with your current U.S. company or you want to find a new opportunity in Canada, please find out how the team at Mob Squad can help you via the link in the video description below. Join the squad. Just wanted to ask you again to please like this video, subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube, And click the bell for notifications so that you're notified anytime we post new content here to this channel. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Really appreciate your support. The H1B Guy, your global source for all things H1B.